SmithKline Beecham Company coined the term selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, or SRI, to describe Paxil when it came out in 1993.37. Soon the term was applied to the whole class of drugs, which grew to include Celexa, Zoloft, Luvox and Lexapro. Selective meant that unlike earlier antidepressants, the drug targeted only serotonin, not serotonin and norepinephrine both. The selectivity was supposed to be a selling point, the idea being that a more targeted drug would cause fewer side effects. Interest in norepinephrine's role in depression gradually faded away, only to return like imipramine. The antidepressant Effexor, introduced in 1993, inhibits the reuptake of both norepinephrine and serotonin, leading some people to call it a serotonin-norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor, or SNRI. Other SNRIs include Cymbalta and Pristiq. The phrase chemical imbalance sounds great. It conveys a sense of crisp scientific certainty, the promise of detailed technical knowledge about what depression really is. But despite the phrase's appeal and its ubiquity, the impression that it gives of open and shut understanding is misleading. A scientific model is only as good as how well it accounts for facts, and by that measure our biomedical model of depression is neither fully complete nor unassailable. We do know that antidepressants increase the availability of neurotransmitters in the brain. And we know that antidepressants make people with depression feel better, though recent research on the placebo effect shows that these effects might not be as robust as we once believed, particularly for people with mild or moderate depression 40. But there are still some data that the serotonin deficiency model of depression can't account for. For example, studies have shown that only about 25% of patients with depression actually have lower than average levels of norepinephrine or serotonin 0.41. Befuddlingly, while drugs that enhance the availability of serotonin in the brain seem to help alleviate depression, at least one drug that depletes brain serotonin has also been found to be an antidepressant. Tianeptine, the world's only selective serotonin reuptake enhancer, is marketed in Europe under the brand name Stablon 0.42. Some scientists believe that the fact that SRIs often take several weeks to start working could be a sign that the changes they cause to serotonin levels, which occur within hours of the first dose, trigger other deeper changes that are actually responsible for the drug's antidepressant effect. But never mind the problems or the simplifications. Every age has placed its spin on depression's mystery. The Greeks used the idea of the four humors. People in the Middle Ages described melancholy as a loss of faith in God's love. Freud saw Oedipal conflict at the heart of everything. And almost within my lifetime, my society has come up with its own explanation, more nor less implausible, in its neither own way, than any of these earlier ones. Chemical imbalance is a powerful metaphor. It is easy to understand. There's something that can even seem intuitive about it. Discussing his own antidepressant use in Newsweek in 1997, the novelist Walter Kern wrote that after years on medication, he had started to visualize his own serotonin levels moving up and down according to the weather, the time of year, and what I've had for lunch. 46. The serotonin idea has the appeal of a totalizing theory, a simple explanation for something complex. It assails us at once with the authority of science, and with the ease of something you imagine you can almost feel yourself.